Have you ever found yourself in an argument on Twitter with somebody by the name of Pine, Saul, Terry, Ham, Sun, Tzu? And it could be about anything. Politics, religion, is water wet? Should you have gone to church on Sunday? Do you deserve to have a cat? Well, let me tell you, I have been there. And let me tell you, when I find out that the person I've been arguing with this whole time, this faceless, nameless entity, when I click on that little profile and I check their followers and following, and they've got 0 followers and they follow one person, and that one person is you, all you can do is sit there and say, I got, and say, curses, damn Twitter bots, you got me, get back there, I'm in North Carolina, and back in. We've all been there. It's a tough thing, and we all know this. Twitter has a bot problem. Welcome to the anti-juicers. We don't like juice. It's pretty simple stuff. Today, I want to discuss Twitter bot problems. Since the dawn of time, we've known that Twitter is kind of a shit place where shit just goes to get even smellier than it already was. Since 2016 up until now, there's been articles that have come out speaking on the problem of Twitter bots. One article here says Twitter feature labels good bots that send automated tweets. We can argue about good bots and bad bots. I think all bots should probably just be working a drive-through as an automated system. You know, I go to McDonald's and I want to get my McDouble or my McChicken or my McSandwich or whatever the McFuck I want to get. But nonetheless, they do exist on Twitter. Second article, Twitter's huge bot problem is out of the bag. The fact that millions of fake accounts are following, tweeting, retweeting, and liking may make you wonder what exactly Twitter's become. It's coming from Terry Collins. Great name, Terry. you flip a couple letters around and we'd basically be brothers, Eskimo maybe. But nonetheless, it seems like everybody on planet Earth except for Twitter themselves know that Twitter has a bot problem. Well, with that in the back of our minds, as Elon Musk has so graciously pointed out here in the past that nobody appears to go to HQ to work, he in fact actually had hinted at turning this into a homeless shelter because of how much of a problem it truly is. Twitter has done nothing about this bot problem. But lo and behold, the power of the internet is absolutely beautiful. A new entity was born. You saw a god come straight from the vaginal crease of Aphrodite herself. And that was LMNOP. You may be asking yourself, what does this even fucking mean? What's LMNOP? Well, LMNOP was a tactic thrown together by a legend on Twitter who happens to go by the name of Mehul. His handle, Mehul R. Rao, had a genius idea. He said, look, I have noticed a trend that bots happen to pump certain stocks that get talked about a lot on Twitter. So how about this? What if I make up an imaginary stock and see if these bot accounts on Twitter happen to pick up on the steam? And lo and behold, the Twitter bots just could not help themselves from sticking their dick in the pickle jar and grabbing a nice juicy pickle and sticking it right in their mouth and chunking that thing down. It worked. It fucking worked. What you're going to notice here is Market Rebellion, a verified account on Twitter with 234,000 total followers, tweeting out the following. Twitter and Reddit bots have been tricked to pump LMNOP, a company that does not exist. You might think to yourself, well, how's this even possible? How could a Twitter bot do something so simple? And I bring you back to my point where I say these bots, these AI, should probably just be taking my order at McDonald's, and Twitter should probably start going to their headquarters so it doesn't turn into a homeless shelter. I rest my case. Doesn't seem that important, but this is something that's taken the internet by storm. Another individual who happens to go by the name of Wet Dirt Kurt on Twitter, his handle being Wet Dirt Kurt, tweeted out the following. And I have not verified this as information that deems to be factual. This could be inspect elemented. This could be legitimate. I searched for the Wall Street Journal and did not happen to find anything. So odds are that this was likely in some way, shape, or form photoshopped. But nonetheless, it makes you chuckle anyways. From the Wall Street Journal, high-profile investors bet big on LMNOP. Warren Buffett, Bill Ackman, among others, claim this stock is the next Apple. Well, if Warren Buffett is saying this is true, if Bill Ackman is saying this is true, and others, that's probably the biggest word here, say that this is going to be bigger than Apple, I am going to go take a line of credit on my house, on my car, on my cat, on my mom, on my sister, and on my sister's cat. All those things are going to get put up for leverage for collateral so that I can go in heavy as a nipple, rubbing up against your shirt into LMNOP. This seems to be the plausible thing to do in this situation. And to say that I have jacked titties would be an understatement. Even though LMNOP seems like a great investment, what's truly the most beautiful thing here, and what I personally tweeted out that I find to be of interest, and let me show you guys this really quick, is it's funny to me how a bunch of people on Twitter were just looking at the platform and said to themselves, you know what? I think there's kind of a bot problem. Let's find a way to expose this bot problem. And in a matter of 24 hours, that bot problem was pretty much immediately exposed. Twitter employees not showing up to HQ kind of makes a lot of sense. It might not be a bad thing to turn that place into a homeless shelter, because for the time being, all that it is collecting dust and perhaps the dust of bodies of the people who used to work on this platform to begin with. I found this to be interesting, and if there's any grand takeaway, some moral to the story here. Bots, you gotta get good, kid. You're gonna get fucking got. I've played a lot of Elden Ring in my days. I've dumped probably 100 hours into that game. And if I've learned anything playing that video game, it's that sometimes you just suck. And bots, today, you just suck. You got. Take it easy.